Hello friends, Denasy here and welcome back to the den. Today we are, I'm just detailing this a little bit. I've been doing a little bit of work in between videos and we will take a look at what I've done in just a second. But today we're going to be working more over here. I still don't really have a name for the area, but I'm starting to really enjoy the palette here. I think I've grown to like it a bit more. I started to have my doubts about this, but then I did a little bit of detail. Let's take a look at what I've done in the front. Business in the front, party in the back, you know. It's a whole lot better. That's so much better than what we had. And I've mixed in a little bit of mossy cobblestone in here, and I'm probably going to mix in a couple of other things as well, because, well, we can, so why not? And I'm kind of doing this on the side. I figured, why not? I think maybe, I mean, this is 5, each of these wall sections, so to speak. And if I had it at 7, I could have done something like this instead. But because I dropped it up a little bit and made it a bit smaller, it's like this, which is fine. It's fine. But it could be better, but it is what it is. And I think it's a good kind of example for how I want this area to basically be. And I don't think I usually build a whole lot like this. I've actually slapped on our roof on the whole thing as well, instead of partially, like, well, except the last tower right there. But this is so much better than what it was in my opinion. Just adding some detail really does bring out the build, in my opinion. So that's cool. That's really cool. I've also gone ahead and done a little bit of work here. So we have a little bit of storage space. I'm thinking I need more. This isn't really enough. I'm kind of considering to open up the whole thing around here, like having the whole wall filled with chests. Just so we can kind of have as much storage as possible, but I am going to fill here as well, and this is going to be more for mob drops and that kind of stuff. We have a little bit right here, but it's not a we don't have a lot of mob drops, to be honest, so it's not really a concern of mine at the moment, because our mob drops is over at the mob farm, you know. Could that work? I'm thinking no. It's better to test and fail than wonder, you know. But I don't think that would work. We need some lighting outside of here. And I'm thinking either right above the door, or we could go, maybe we could go one out right there, and maybe we could go, yeah, I think that would be enough. No, I don't like that. I don't like that at all. That's fine. We can go like that. You know, just having it hanging there. Or maybe we could go with... let's see. Maybe if we were to go with a little bit of a rock right here. We don't need to have anything special or anything like that. We could go with a little bit of a lighting on top of that. Maybe we can see. We can see how that feels later on. Maybe I like it, maybe I don't. Right now there's a lot of torch spam, and I don't really mind. But I think I failed to mention last episode a few things. I don't remember saying it, at least. If I did say it, I'm sorry. But I've started to write a little bit of a story on this side of the world. And this area here is going to be this medical type of town. So this is storage, right? It's not gonna have any it's not gonna have any effect on the lore except for it being there. Maybe it has some story to it. I'm not sure. Maybe it's a haunted building that you don't really want to go into. Well, except I do because I build. But that's kind of what I'm thinking, maybe. But that also means that we need to have some sort of a hospital over here. And that is going to be big, I think. Not because I want to have it big, but because it's a hospital, it needs to be big. It needs to. They need to have equipment. They need to have brewing areas, because potions, you know, that's the way to heal people in Minecraft. So potions and that kind of stuff. They need to be able to mass produce medicine, basically. I know that they don't usually produce the medicine at hospitals, but it's my world. I'll do what I want. So they're going to basically have their doctors or scholars, or however you want to... look at that. Wandering guy. Did your llamas get stuck? What do you have? Knowledge shell, green dye. I would like some of that, but I didn't bring any emeralds. And then we need an area for housing and that kind of good stuff. And we also need a road. I have completely spaced out on having a road. And the way I think would be easiest for us to get a road in here is if we continue on the road from Vinton. But I'm not gonna tackle that now. I'm gonna tackle the road in between episodes, I think. But I kind of want to keep on working on this building, but I also know we need to have more buildings. So what I'm thinking is maybe over here we could have a little bit of a couple of houses just hanging out, you know. I think maybe that could be a good idea. Let's see, I think maybe, yeah, that's the one I want. That's the shovel I want, I mean to say. Because I want to clear out this area right here, and I want to fill in this hole. And to do that, I need some dirt anyway, so why not just clear this out? I'm gonna need a whole lot of dirt for the area here. So I may have to head back to Vinton and do some digging in my quarry so that I can get some good stuffs. Maybe. Look at that. Do we have... We don't. Whatever. There we go. Okay, so I'm just gonna go ahead, do a little bit of terraforming, do a little bit of planning, see what could, where the houses will look good. Because this is kind of gonna be where the poorer people of the town lives. The people who can't really afford living close to the hospital, because this area is probably gonna be a bit bigger than what Vinton was. Or is, because this is going to be a town, not just a village with a few houses here and there. And we will return to Vinton at some point to keep on working there. But I feel like I want to tackle something new. I want to tackle something for the lore. I want to have a little bit of lore setup, but I'm gonna go ahead, do a little bit of city planning, and maybe I will take a screenshot and do a little bit of work within GIMP to see where things could go, and we will be back in just a second. Okay, we are back, and I I have done a little bit of drawing. I'm a very bad artist, just FYI, especially with my mouse. I've been drawing with my mouse. And this is not good, but the main thing is, like, we're gonna have a road going down here. Maybe I will have a road going down here as well. We will have to wait and see. This is kind of a little bit of a park, lake type of area. A couple of houses, a little bit of a well, we actually need a little bit of a market. Maybe this could be a market right here. Then this white doodle thing, that's gonna be the hospital. So that's kind of going to be the main type of the main attraction for this town. These random tall things, that they're towers. Guard towers, and we're gonna have a gate going down here someplace to kind of let you know that, hey, you're entering the city, you know. I'm gonna have a little bit of a school over here for medical students. I were kind of considering to have this school be in the hospital, but that's gonna be a sort of an internship, I'm thinking. And then a few houses down here, and I haven't really planned anything else beside that. But this is kind of gonna be the poor street, so to speak, and this is gonna be the rich street, so to speak. And then the road is going to kind of branch off 3 different ways. So it's going to go one to the hospital, one out that way for whatever we're gonna have that way. Maybe we will have something, maybe we won't. I don't know. There's a birch forest that way, so I kind of want to use that maybe at some point. And then it branches down this way for the rich street, so to speak. And to get this all done, first off, I need to move this tree. I need to move my tree farm. Because the tree farm is kind of in the middle of everything here. So I may do something about it. I may replant and get it someplace else, but for now, I need to remove it. I need to remove at least this tree so we can do a little bit of work. That's not the worst thing. I took a little bit of a trip to spawn to kind of get some mob drops while I were drawing. So I also fetched the iron that has been produced since I started working over here. It's a little bit. We got a little bit of iron. Let's see. Is there any more there? Nope. That's why I hate jungle trees. They're so impossible to chop down. But it's fine. It's fine. I'm the one who chooses what materials to build in. No one's told me to use jungle wood, but I wanted to because it's green. It's different. But, let's see. I need to get rid of the iron. Oh, that disappeared. There we go. There we go. Okay, so let's start considering this road. I don't have a plan for how it's going to look. So I think for now we're gonna go ahead and use a little bit of andesite for it because, well, we have it. And then we can kind of work on how the road is going to look later on. A little bit of turning because no roads are perfectly straight. And then we're just gonna go do. Right? And do. Let's actually make sure we get all the dirt because I'm gonna need it. I want it. And then we're just gonna go like this. Okay? Welcome to city planning. I suck at it. But you gotta start somewhere. And then I think maybe I want to have 5? A 5 wide road? I think maybe that could be good. So we're gonna go ahead and get rid of a little bit of this. Just so we can make sure that we can fit the road. There we go. I'm sorry if this is loud. I'm not sure how loud it is for you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. For now. And then we're getting up on here. So we can maybe go one more. Yeah, I think this is gonna be fine. Let's see, and then we're gonna go there. Right? I think so. I think this is gonna be a good size for a road. And then we're just gonna have to go in and add all the andesite. Why don't I go ahead and do a bit more work around here, and we will be back in just a second. Okay, we are back, and ooh, thank you. I'm thinking we could start with the first house that I kind of want to have here. I'm not gonna build all the houses in one episode. Like, I'm not gonna have one episode per house. Right now I'm thinking we could do 2 houses in one go. I need to remove this tree. It's gonna be in the way, I feel like. And seeing as this is gonna be the poor version of the town, the guys who can't really afford a big and luxurious house, we don't want to make it too big, because if it's big, then they can't afford it. So I'm thinking 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that can kind of be the size of the first house here. We could even move it backwards a little bit, just because I think that could look good. And then the next house, I think it's going to be a little bit bigger and right next door. So if we go here, I want a little bit of space between, because I want it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And there, I meant. There we go. We can kind of work a little bit on the shapes and that kind of stuff, so it looks a bit more organic instead of it being a box like this. So maybe we could actually move this one like so that it's a little bit shape. And maybe we could move this one to here, and then have that one right there, and have a last one right there. Yeah. I think that's kind of what I want. And then I'm thinking we're going to count, let's just pick these guys up. I can't leave things that I may have a use of just floating around. And then what I'm thinking is, like I said, it's a poor man's street. Or street and street. It's gonna be 4, maybe 5 houses right here. But if we go 2, 3, 4, that's as tall as it's gonna get. 1, 2, 3. There we go. And then bring this one over down here. And then I'm thinking we could do the same thing right here as we did over there. So we're just gonna go something like that, just to give it a little bit of a I don't know. 1, 2, 3, 4. Symmetry, just to bring it a bit more symmetry. I'm sorry, I'm having some brain fog today. That's okay. I slept like 3 hours last night because I couldn't sleep. I had a really hard time. And then I'm thinking we could perhaps also bring that one a little bit like that, so that it goes kind of like 1, 2, 3. Yeah, sure. And then it goes Okay, our shifting, but okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Nope. Then we bring this one out right here. Okay, perfect. And then we're gonna go ahead and bring this one over like so. And that one was a little bit off. That's okay. And then I think this was 3. And then this is 2. 1, 2. And then we can kind of bring this one over like so. Perfect. Okay, so that's the frame of 2 houses. A little bit of a shape, and maybe it'll make it a bit more interesting around here. Because I want it to be interesting, not just... not just buildings, but I want it to be interesting. I want it to be atmospheric to walk through here, you know? I don't want it to just be boop building. I want it to make sense that there's houses here. And living close to the haunted house. Poor guys. I think this needs to be a bit taller. It just feels very small right now. So I think we're gonna go doot, and we're gonna go doot. Like, I don't mind it being small, but I would like for people to be able to walk. So if we just go ahead and bring this up 1, we can go underneath and just remove this. Oh, come on. And we could even make it seem like it's a bit bigger or taller by going in here and just lower the ground, basically. I don't want to do that for this build. Maybe I should bring this one up 1 as well, because I want them to have different heights. I don't want them to be the same height. That's kind of why I wanted to bring this one down 1. So if we just... This is part of work, you know? You see something you don't really like, so you just go in and work on it. If you don't like something, just redo it. Or build on what you already have. It's not that big of a deal. Unless you have built something much bigger than this building, then it can be a pain. But that's why you usually build in creative worlds first before you actually build it, you know? Let's see. Yeah, I think I like that. Let me do a little bit of work on this, and we will be back in just a second. Okay, we are back, and I've done a little bit of work here. Still got a little bit more work to do, but I think this is starting to really take shape. I'm starting to really enjoy this. Starting to listen to me like I'm not enjoying myself. I am. I'm having lots of fun here, and I kind of want to keep on having fun here, so yeah. Oh, we're out of jungle wood. Let's see. No, we're not. But yeah, I'm doing a little bit of work and getting some stuff done. Just finishing these 2 buildings. There we go. I think that should be good. Now, I'm probably gonna want to add a little bit of detail in here. Like, this is very suddenly stopping, you know? And that is not good in my opinion. It needs a little bit more work. Not like that. Not like that. Come on. Oh. Let's see. Is this the way? That's the way. I like it. Okay, not like that. Does that work? Let's take a little bit of a look. Yeah, it doesn't just it doesn't just suddenly end or anything, and that's kind of what I'm looking for. A little bit of detail and making sure it's interesting. I don't know why I removed that. I think I want to get to the top here and just add a little bit like so. Maybe not that one, maybe not that one. Come here. Yeah, just a little dash with that. That does a lot for us, I think. So yeah, this is what we got. I think this is gonna be good. A little bit of I don't really use cobblestone this way a lot in my builds, so it's kind of interesting for me to try it. I don't remember exactly where I saw. I think maybe it was Realm of Vesn, maybe, that I saw someone had used cobblestone in this expense, like walls, mixing that in. Maybe it was Germsey. I don't remember. Someone I were watching a few days ago were building like this. Not exactly like this, but kind of using walls in their builds a bit more, because I rarely do that. And it kind of inspired me to use it as detail in my builds. I don't think I usually do that. I kind of try to make patterns with blocks usually, but so this is kind of cool. I like it. But we are out of time for this episode. I'm gonna go ahead and do a little bit of work here. Let's see. We get on top of here. And we go... Wait a minute. I think... I don't... Oh, okay. It can be like that for now. Yeah, sure. We can give it a shot. I can do better. I can do better with this. But we are out of time for this episode. I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you so much for watching. If you did enjoy watching... that was a lot of watching. Sorry. If you did enjoy it, you know what to do. I don't really need to tell you, do I? I hope not. Anyway. Thank you. Have a fantastic day. And I will see you guys in the next episode. Okay? Bye-bye.